name is Darlene Valenzuela, and I'll be answering some questions for the beta teaching apprenticeship. First question is, what is one recent challenge that I've learned to overcome in either school, work, or as a team? And my challenge is learning that my GPA is an accurate measure of my intelligence. This has been a challenge for me because coming into college, I had a high A grade point average, and throughout college, that was not the case. But at the same time, I felt that I had gained knowledge, I had grown as an individual, and that I had matured. But my GPA has not been a reflection of that. That lack of reflection made me feel very disappointed and maybe had an identity crisis, because at one point I did feel disappointed in myself because my grades was not a reflection of what I learned, and the fact that I did feel that I was learning and that I have grown, and the fact that it didn't match, that made me really sad and depressed, and it made me go through a lot of mental issues, mental instabilities. And when I finally overcame that, it made me realize that there are multiple ways to measure intelligence, which includes personal growth, seeking knowledge, and finding and retaining knowledge and using that knowledge. And when I finally realized that, I finally became happy, even though there are moments I struggle, but I finally realized that there are many multiple avenues to measure knowledge, and GPA is not just that one-way answer. Second question is, what has inspired me to become a beta teacher and in a low-income community is because I myself come from a low-income community, and I want to erase the stigma that's attached to being a part of a low-income urban community, which is being in a very dangerous, low-educated, lower value community, because in reality, being a part of that community has taught me that there's a lot of diversity. There's diverse people, there's diverse knowledge, there's diverse life. And I want these kids to realize this, and to realize the opportunities, and realize all the avenues they have being a part of being part of the urban community. And once I get my students to realize that and love that and appreciate and love themselves being a part of that, that's how I would be able to measure my success, seeing that sparkle in their eye when they talk about where they're coming from, and not being sad, and not feeling shy, and not being kind of put down of being a part of the urban community. And I want them, and once I see they've learned to accept themselves, and learn to accept where they're coming from, that's when I'll be able to realize, hey, I did good. And when I was reading the article Jim Crow, what made me pause was reading the quote, "The more things change, the more things remain the same." This made me pause because it realized the systematic issue, the systematic oppression that's occurring, especially within urban communities, in public and private schools. It made me see that there's a clear separation in terms of funding, in terms of housing, in terms of everything, because in public school is completely different than private school. I myself have seen that because I've been in both. And and it made me see that. And one question I had coming after reading the article is, even with all of this knowledge that we've gained throughout the times, why are we still not motivated enough to make a change? Why is there still a wall for us to make a change? Why is it still happening? And this is a question that I had because of the quote that made me pause. The more things change, the more things remain the same. And I want to challenge that. I want to challenge that with the children that I encounter, with the children and the teachers that I come across, and the knowledge that's being exchanged. So yeah.